Hello and welcome. Let us come together to celebrate this 77th year of India's independence. I welcome all my fellow Indian citizens living across the globe and all world citizens to celebrate this. India has a great legacy in terms of various arts, culture forms, medicinal, health, and wellness sciences, and so much more to offer to the world. Let us see in short about history of Indian culture, its origin. So we go back to around 30,000 years back, which was the time where there was Indo-Aryan civilization. During that time, Indian culture's roots are seen. Then comes Vedic age. This is dated back to around 1500 BCE to 500 BCE. Now there are total 4 Vedas which are mentioned, which are Rigved, Yajurved, Samaved and Atharvaved. The word Veda means knowledge, and there are 4 Upaveda which are basically Dhanurved, Gandharva. Gandharva is basically Sangeet, music and Nritya, that is dance forms. Then comes Shilpa Ved and Ayurved. Arthashastra is also included. Now this was the Vedic age period. Then we come to Upanishad era. So this is dating back to around 700 BCE to 500 BCE. Now there are more than 200 Upanishads which are there, and again the Upanishad, the meaning of that word is basically sitting near the instructor. Again, it is a form of knowledge, and there are various Upanishads. Out of them, 12 are considered to be important. Upanishads like Mandukya Upanishad, Taittiriya Upanishad, etc. In India, we also have Shad Darshan. Shad is basically 6. So Darshan is a form of thought to understand life. So these 6 darshan are basically Nyaya, Vaisheshik, Samkhya, and Yoga, Mimamsa, and Vedanta. And there are 3 more darshan which are also mentioned, which are Buddhism, Jainism, and Charvak. So these are the different 6 darshans which are also there. Now we have 64 kalas, that is art forms. Kalas are basically it is archery, then hastakala, then the way we arrange flowers in a certain arrangements, that is also a form of art. Music, Sangeet Kala, then Nritya Kala, Dance Kala, and there are 16 Vidyas which are also mentioned in terms of Mantra Vidya, several different Vidyas. Now in India, there is also mention about Yoga and Ayurveda, which are not just health sciences, but they are well-being and wellness sciences, since they cater to our physical, mental, emotional, intellectual, psychological, social, spiritual, all these different dimensions. Now, while talking about yoga, it has its origin to around 6,000 years back, and the propounder, the pioneer of yoga, is considered to be Sri Maharshi Patanjali. The main, that is the founder of yoga, is basically considered to be Adi Guru. So Patanjali Rishi, he compiled Patanjali Yoga Sutra, in which it is basically mentioned as Ashtang Yoga. Now there are four anga which are Bahir Ang and four which are Antar Ang, which are internal. So four are Yam, Niyam, Asan, Pranayam, and then comes Pratyahar, Dharana, Dhyan, Samadhi. And talking about Ayurveda, again it has its origin way long back, and there are so many yogis, rishis, maharshis who have done research into it, like we have Charak, Sushrut, Vagbhat, etc. All these were very profound scientists, we would say in modern terms, and they have written shastras, scriptures, like Charak Samhita and Sushrut Samhita, in which all the sciences of well-being are mentioned. Then we also have there are so many great philosophers in India, like Maharshi Sri Aurobindo Ghosh, then Sri Ramakrishna, then Ramakrishna Paramhansa, then J. Krishnamurti, Osho. Then we also have Sri Vimla Thakarji, Sant Kabir. There are so many philosophers which have been there. In India, we also have this Triveni Sangam, where basically three rivers meet. So it is at Prayagraj, Allahabad, and there we have Ganga, Yamuna, and Saraswati meeting. So such is the great rich heritage of India what we have. And now living in 21st century, we as human beings are at such a juncture in mankind that we have escalated to highest forms of technology, and we are progressing in that in terms of artificial intelligence. So now there are days, months and years coming wherein so many jobs are converging, and as we are already seeing that technology is progressing in a way that it is taking up various kinds of human involvement. So now we have so much time at our stake. So it is important for us to decide how to utilize this time in best possible way. So this artificial intelligence which is there outside, but the original intelligence which is there within us, that intelligence needs to be directed in a certain path, in a certain channel, and it is important to recognize one's life's purpose. So we have one more darshan with the name of Madhyastha Darshan, also known as Jivan Vidya or Sah Astitwavad. In English it is known as coexistentialism. It is propounded by Sri A. Nagaraj ji, and he went through different tapasya. He went through samadhi and states of Sanyam, and he came across the entire existence in the form of coexistence, and he discovered basically the two fundamental questions of life. What is life? Why is life? And how to live it. So he came across this entire existence in its totality, and the basic core is finding out one's purpose in life, and then aligning one's energy in accordance to that. So we are not accidentally placed on this Mother Earth. There is a very definite concrete purpose behind it. So let us, all of us, come together to celebrate this occasion of independence, freedom. Freedom, I believe, is recognizing one's own self, one's own highest goal in life, and aligning oneself according to that. Thank you so much. This is Vijayanka Shah. I hope you enjoyed. Namaskar.